The stories you tell yourself can be the game changer in your pain, in your injury, in your healing of your disease. And we don't talk about this enough. So, this is a two-part series. We're going to talk about part one today of the most common things I see with my clients of two stories we're telling ourselves.
The goal here is to learn how to treat your mind and body like a professional athlete. Welcome to Mind Your Body. I'm Dr. Audra Lance. I'm a doctor of chiropractic who specializes in treating sports and non-surgical injuries, anything that involves muscles and joints. I treat big-name celebrities and professional athletes. Most of my patients refer to me as the witch doctor because they can't explain any other way their pain was removed that quickly. I hate cooking, but I do love wine, and don't even think about giving me anything that involves ketchup because I will not eat it. Every episode of this show is designed to help you move better, live better, and feel better. Now let's go do this thing.
Hello, butthole breathers. I'm taking you along on my morning walk today, and we're in London. I hope you're watching on YouTube. So we're in St. James Park near the Palace, and it is just a beautiful fall morning over here. And I wanted to talk to y'all about, over the years, treating thousands of clients and, professional athletes, celebrities, singers, all the things. Something I've noticed when we're kind of doing like performance coaching along with treatment, because our mind is so powerful. And that's why I created REM techniques, because you need to integrate it all. Stress, obviously the injury component and the soft tissue and all of that. But then the third part of that is this mindset work and just getting in there and figuring out, what are you doing to yourself? Are you sabotaging yourself? Are you propping yourself up? What is the difference here? And today we're going to talk about the first one. You do not have to earn rest. This is something, both of these that we're going to talk about are something I struggle with myself. And just so happens, I've had a lot of clients the same. And we have a story in our head of, oh my gosh, I need to get everything done. I need to clean. I need to do my notes. I need to do my Instagram posts. I need to do this, check, and then I can rest. And then, do you ever do this? I want to know in the comments. Like, if I do that and then I sit down to rest, I still can't shut off, even though technically I accomplished everything I said. This leads to burnout. This leads to resentment of yourself. This leads to fatigue. This leads to resentment of people around you. This leads to breaking down of your body. And it's just fucking exhausting and not good for you, right? So it's not as easy as saying, okay, get over that. Just like any bad habit. Some people do have that, where they can just say, okay, I'm done, which is great. But most of us can't. And so we got to dip our toe in, because our nervous systems will freak out if we're doing too much at once, and then we won't get to the goal. So dip your toe in. One day, get a little wild and crazy, and don't do the dishes or laundry. Have a seat and read a chapter of your favorite book. Get in the bath, and it can be 5-10 minutes. It's not like you have to rest for the whole night. Go out for your walk after dinner instead of cleaning up the dishes. Try something little to dip your toe in and get your nervous system regulating of, oh, I can rest and receive and just breathe and chill out, and it'll all be okay. The dishes didn't catch on fire, although in my house, if you've been binge listening, I have almost set the house on fire 3 different times. Not the current one we are in, but the previous one. So just beware of candles. They're one of my favorite things, and they're so relaxing, although I highly recommend a beeswax candle, because a lot of these other candles with the scents and everything are so toxic. And if you're already having a sensitive system that's overloaded and, your nervous system's stressed out, which means you can't detox fully correctly, usually, that can just be more of a burden on not only your nervous system, but your liver and everything else, causing more brain fog and symptoms. We can talk about that if you guys are interested, but a really good beeswax candle on Etsy. I found an Etsy owner, wish I could shout her out, And she has these like candles that are beeswax burning, and just Palo Santo is one of my favorite smells. And so like natural, and I just bought like 10 of those. So you can find them, they're out there. But yeah, those candles have gotten me in trouble with almost burning the house down. And then one time I thought like I could take just like burn one piece of paper, but then the deck kind of caught on fire. I mean, oopsie, but we're all good. That being said, I want to know, drop in the comments, message me on Instagram or TikTok. What are you going to do to like slowly start changing that you don't need to earn rest? And our society is so high paced. And this goes back to, I'm in London right now, but when I was in Paris, my walking tour guide, I was like, why is there this thing out there that you guys don't like Americans? And he was like, well, you guys have this. If you listen to last week's episode, I talked about this a little bit. You guys had this go, go, go. You never stop working. And I was like, that's freaking true. And this contributes to the belief of you have to earn rest. No, you can still work hard. And actually, you're going to work harder, more efficiently if you do take the time to rest. And I want to share this with you guys because I mean, listeners out there, you butthole breathers, I know you're probably struggling with this too. I'm terrible with this. I was a really good student. I was a really, quote unquote, good girl of just, yep, I did everything. People pleaser, still am a huge people pleaser. But it's like I am saying no to things more. And just like one of my really good friends messaged me and she was like, hey, when are we going to celebrate? They're like, we brought a new doctor on to spinal sport. Yay, she's awesome. She's like, when are we going to celebrate that? That's huge. And I was like, 2025. And I know she thinks I'm joking, but I'm being serious. Like, because I'm flying around for clients, and it's just like, and I'm looking at my schedule and I'm like, oh, like I've really overloaded it. So when I'm home, I'm gonna need to like be home and not do anything and take rest for myself. As much as I want to people please and see people and do things, I just know it's gonna run me down. And you cannot serve to your highest potential and do your work. Be the mom, be the person for yourself, be the partner, be the friend that you want to be if you don't fill your own cup up first. And that's a hard lesson I've had to learn multiple times. I'm still learning it sometimes. And so we can just rest. And that may look different for everyone else. Like to me, walking around in the sun is restful to me because I've been indoors working and I just, some fresh air, the sun on my face, and just, taking in the sights. This is wonderful. And this is restful for me, having a really good cup of coffee. So rest doesn't always have to be like laying in bed staring at the ceiling. That's not what I mean. But something that kind of fills up your cup, is joyful, brings you joy, brings a smile to your face, makes you go, oh, that was nice. Makes you breathe in your butthole a little easier. So let me know below what your favorite activities are to rest, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes. All right, here we are. You see the eye? Isn't this so cool? Have a good day.
Now, if you want to do something really special for me and got a lot out of this episode, go leave a 5-star written review of the show on Apple Podcast. And if you're a Spotify listener, just tap the 5 stars. To submit any of your health questions to the show, simply DM me on Instagram at Dr. Audra Lance. And don't worry, all your questions will be kept strictly anonymous. So send me all your embarrassing questions. And don't forget, breathe into your butthole. Toodaloo!